I know it queues up orders, so if someone put down stop twice, then it could be just running through whatever stops were made. But I'm not checking the bot channel right now to just double check that.
Could be. Well, it's working now, though.
Nice. Okay. This would be the same day that this is happening. It's Monday. This is the day after the calamity.
Okay.
Yeah, because the sleepover is on the same day as it. Yeah, it is about, I'm gonna say midday, because the other thing happened in the morning, and then after that, yeah, I'm gonna say it's about midday. Probably after lunch, if not.
So, day after the calamity, midday.
Yes.
Okay.
If that doesn't interfere with our timeline.
It should be good, I think. I need to double check something.
Also, I hope you know I'll always scream out timeline now. I'm referring to the drops timeline.
Wah! Yeah, we should be good.
Cool beans. So, where can Arai find a Hana?
During this time, Hana can be found in a number of places. Either, I think it was either that night or morning he helped Mindy put the shop back together. I don't think that's happened yet. Maybe. So then he is probably either in his workshop, in his room, or common area.
Got it. Well, you will receive a message over the Nexus of Rai being like, we need to talk.
You will look at it and be, good morning. Casual or serious?
Serious.
And then he'll give like a time, like in 10 minutes, and then it's just my room.
Yeah. I'll be able to meet there on time, of course. Normal ceremonial pleasantries of, hi, may I come in? You may come in. All right, I'm in.
Whoa, but this time she doesn't.
Oh no, we have to RP that. She doesn't get in this time. Like,
that's when the trap goes off.
Yeah.
The raiders attack again.
It's like so yeah, Rai of course gets in and like, hey, Hana.
He probably had come over from his workshop, so he's like, there's probably a little bit of like, looks like he was recently working with items, slight oil here and there, things like that. And he nods. Hello, Rai. What is it? Is everything alright today?
So far, just learned some things and just trying to double check a few things here and there and hopefully construct a proper timeline of some sort.
Timeline. Alright.
I guess that's the best term for it. You wanna just like motions, like whatever, like the oil grease or whatever it is.
He kind of looks like it's. I'd have to change. It's fine. It caught me a bit off guard. I was in the middle of working.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Just a little bit of grease on my clothes isn't going to make a big difference, I'm assuming, so. Motions towards her.
Oh god, where do I start?
His brow furrows a little bit.
This is, Ram.
Ah. Oh, take your time.
Well, we obviously know what occurred.
Right.
But I thought that I was like the height of issues. I mean, I probably still am, but not in the way that I thought I was. Was there anything else that occurred while I was gone? I know about the Melv thing, of course. We talked about that a little bit. I know that he's been a bit standoffish ever since what happened with some people. But what I didn't know is that he apparently also got into an argument with Celeste. And that went poorly.
Ah, yes, he did. They, what was it? I think they'd stayed up after shock.
Yes.
It's been a bit, but from what I recall, it wasn't pretty.
Does anyone else know? Because I know Celeste didn't tell anyone.
Not that I'm aware of.
Why not?
And even all the details are a bit thin for me. He talked about it, Ram. And in hindsight, I knew there was something wrong, but shock space brings in additional variables. It makes it hard to tell. Two people becoming aggressors in that space. Well, it's not hard to believe. He shakes his head.
Mike nods. He's kind of looking downward, thinking.
I still wonder if it was a forewarning of Ram's current state, or if it was shock space. You spoke with Celeste, I assume.
Yeah. She blames herself for what happened. She didn't tell anyone. I can't tell her not to, especially with the fact that I am the victim in the matter. This doesn't ring as reassuring.
Nothing that's happened in Shock Space has ever been reported to the captain, if it can be helped. It always seemed to run on a unspoken rule. Whether it was my incident that caused that or just what everyone agreed upon, that what happens there stays there, unless chosen by the person who experienced it. Because it can make you act in a way that is uncharacteristic. I mean, Ram and Celeste going into an aggravated state. Given their tension, I could believe it. It wouldn't be the first time that place made someone. He just looks at Rye and then kind of winces a bit. Violent. Why are you looking into these things so soon after the fact? You should be focusing on recovering.
Pays to be prepared, right? I'm still supposed to be the leading doctor on this vessel.
You are not his leading doctor right now. Amanda can handle that. Joy can handle that.
No one can help anything they don't know.
Suppose. Why come and ask me?
She says, because I know you were watching him. And so if you didn't know, it would have been a big problem.
He nods.
Just trying to make sure we know where he's at right now.
Nowhere good.
Yeah. But how long has he been in that spot?
I'd say... Thanks. He's been at his worst since you left the first time.
Right.
It's possible the events of the ship beforehand, the glory days, had something to do with it. He was on edge before that. But it really took a turn after you departed.
I'll accept that then.
What did you say? I'll accept that?
Yeah, I'll accept that then.
It's nothing to accept. This isn't me casting blame on you. I want to clarify that.
That was clear, Anna, don't worry.
Good.
But timeline's complete.
He shakes his head. I'm sorry I didn't keep a better eye on him.
Hana, you did better than I thought a lot of other people would be able to do. That's why I asked you.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Howdy, neighbor.
Sorry.
You're fine. That was quite the greeting.
Fuck's sake.
Brother?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Very sorry.
No, you're fine. He says, I appreciate your reassurance, Rye. But it doesn't change the fact that the outcome was lacking. You don't need to reassure me of anything. I simply wanted to offer my condolences given you were the direct result of their lenience.
To us too, apparently.
Cocks his head to the side. In relation to
Yes.
Celeste. Perhaps. Things have a tendency of daisy. What'd she say?
Is it perhaps?
Yeah. Things have a tendency of daisy chaining. If any tragedy was created from one event, they'd be easy to prohibit.
You could just say yes.
I can't confirm or deny either way.
Was it something that needs to be confirmed or denied? Someone was hurt.
No, it doesn't. Yes, sure. If you prefer me saying yes, then yes.
It's not what I prefer.
Of course. I'm not going to ask how you're handling all this, because it's far too fresh.
I'm fine.
I'm gonna throw my 3 dice at you.
Go for it. Are you looking for it before you roll? Are you looking for anything in particular? Because you just might get it. For free.
I'm fine, bitch. With that tone? I don't think so.
Sure.
Hiya, one success. Also, if there's any, like, undertones for her words, any, like, I rebuke thee or spite or anything else of the variety.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Okay, so when it comes to the I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
No spite or anything like that. Obviously it's not a I'm fine, everything's fine and dandy, everything's great. It's more of a fine of like, I can handle this. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I can take this and move from it. It's all good. Not like a literal I'm fine, but like I'll handle it kind of I'm fine.
Right.
And almost you can see based on like how she says it and how she's like positioned, it's like it's an I'm fine of like comparing something. Like I'm fine compared to this, or like I'm fine in this situation because compared to this XYZ, you know what I'm trying to say.
Would you allow me, given that Hana has spoken to Rai about her previous experiences on the other ship, to connect possibly in comparison to that?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm gonna give you more.
No, go, give.
In comparison with her other words that she said, if there's any spite or anything like that. Let me just double check. There's you can probably sense a little bit of something when on the whole you could just say yes, like that sort of thing. Not in like a you are heartless, how could you say like not like that, but it's more like a that was kind of cold, Hana.
What, the perhaps?
Yeah, the perhaps.
Not fighting to say it's not Celeste's fault kind of thing.
I mean, not really. You know, I don't know if you'd be able to get that much with it, but you know, it was there was something there.
Okay. During that time, then I think he would have noted that and asked, like, did I say something?
No.
Well then. He would, when he notices her saying it's fine and that comparison, it's not pity or sympathy that hits his expression, but I would say it's a sort of tiredness and remorse that it's come to this. He just kind of that feeling takes him as he looks at Rai after she says that. This really is child's play compared to it, isn't it?
some cases. Some cases that was better.
Better. Oh. If a place made you feel worse than what's taken place here, I don't know if the positives are worth it. Then again, you could say the same thing about the Rashi, couldn't you?
Say the same about a lot of things. In most situations, it's better to take stock of what positives you do have and work to change the negatives.
Have you been taking stock of your positives?
Yeah. Always. I take stock of a lot of things.
I can tell. Given your timeline is in order. He kind of cocks a brow up. You really... Well, it's good information to have. I think you should be focusing on, as I said before, recovering. And what you left behind before, you still haven't even had a chance to acclimate back to the Rashi.
Acclimating will take time. There's nothing I can do to make that process easier, other than to go through the process.
Not trying to piece together the time of events that transpired before your assault probably would help.
I wouldn't say that's acclimating, Doctor. I'd say that's something different.
No, I agree. It's not acclimating. That's my point.
So are you suggesting then, in order to get used to being back here, I should be doing nothing, huh?
There's plenty to do aside from that. Is there not?
Like what?
Touch base with the people you haven't spoken to in a while. Play a game of pool.
With someone whose the first words aren't going to be, "Are you okay?"
Tell them not to ask.
Right, because that shows I'm really well adjusted with what happened.
You can be well adjusted with what happened without wanting to be hit with it constantly. And if that is your feelings concerning the matter, please do clarify, especially now to me, so I can handle this correctly in the future.
No. Again, I'm fine. It'll take time for people to get their questions and worry out of the way. This is how it will work.
But would you prefer having to answer those questions at all?
I have no dislike or positive reactions towards answering those questions, and people are entitled to ask them if they're worried.
You're very detached from all this.
Am I?
Yes, but who can blame you? It's not a bad thing, if it means just getting you through the day. Did you set up an appointment with Joy yet?
Yeah. Kinda had to.
I suppose so. Do you have any other projects aside from this that you're working on?
A few.
What are they?
Trying to make sense of a few things that happened to me during Shock Space. I have to go and get interviewed by Harkin soon for what happened. And,
Joy.
The term used was interrogated.
How did Hawken learn of this?
Ship talks. Couldn't exactly hide a lot of things more after, everything.
Well, I'm aware of that, but from what I understood, it was not exactly on the priority list to inform Harkin.
It wasn't, but Melv used me as a bargaining chip to smooth over our vacation time, so.
I see.
It's fine. Understandable.
It's the second time you've said this has been fine.
Makes sense. Not shy about what happened.
No, you're detached from it seems. I'm not the person to tell you if that's a good thing or a bad thing or how to deal with it, so I'm not going to. If Harkin pushes too far, you know you can tell him to fuck off, right?
Of course.
Good. I'm gonna do one more empathy for the road here.
Thanks.
Fuck.
Anything in particular?
She's so empty right now, bro. Like, is there anything beneath that? Is that her covering something? Is that her literally just feeling blank?
Well, you can tell she's not blank. I'll say that much. You're looking. Definitely some stuff in there. She's just not saying.
Okay. She can see him trying to read her expression pretty clearly. And then failing to read her expression. Aside from like what he just got. And I think it's probably clear, even like if he doesn't say anything, that he wants to ask. But he doesn't. He just says. The more you say it's fine, the more I get the distinct feeling it's not.
I can try and use different words to summarize it.
That's your choice. Whether you want to talk about it or leave the subject behind completely. I'm sure it's the talk on everyone's lips right now. If you need a place for it to not exist, I can provide that.
Thank you, Hana.
He nods, but I don't know if that's what you want or not. What is your preference on that matter?
I am honestly okay with people talking about it. It happened. I'm not gonna say the situation doesn't suck, because it sucks.
I understand.
I'm pretty sure I've accepted what's happened for the most part.
For the most part.
Who knows, maybe when I go to therapy I'll experience a breakthrough or whatever that is.
Or whatever that is. You think nothing will come of therapy, do you?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
You know, therapy is helpful for more than just people on the brink of mental destruction.
You're right. And I advocate for it.
What do you think? It's no use to you.
A lot of the things that currently hold my brain's attention are from external forces that have no basis of, I don't know, human...
Reality?
Yeah, that's a good term for it. I'm trying to make sense of a lot of stuff right now, and I want to make sure that I'm able to do that. I'm going to make sure that I can do that.
Why wouldn't you be allowed to?
Wouldn't that be something that humans are supposed to understand?
So if it's something humans aren't able to understand, how do you get around that?
Trial and error?
Trial and error. If it's something the human mind cannot take, then what?
Then try something else. Or move on to something else. But I haven't tried yet. On my own, at least, I might need to look for something to help.
This has to do with the vision, isn't it?
She nods.
I see.
I'm at a point where where my issues are mostly stemming from a lack of understanding from a phenomena and not from my own personal issues or hang-ups. And it's impossible to say without sounding insane, but I think I have never been more in touch with myself than I have right now. Even throughout everything that happened before, I don't think I've ever been as in touch with who I am and what I want right now.
You found your calling.
No, I wouldn't say it's a calling. I already found my calling. I like being a doctor. I found something that maybe I want to spec into and learn more about. I think it'd be really cool to be a shock explorer. It's a good title. Better title for it, maybe down the future. But I wouldn't say it's a calling. I haven't found a purpose within the shock or anything like that. I just
want to know more.
Yes. And what I know right now is horrifying, and I'd like to be able to suss that out into something not as horrifying. And not something that brings into question a lot of things about my most recent changes and the universe as a whole and everything else, but I need to actually go out and look for those answers. So the next time I get a chance to do that, that'll be the first thing on my list.
May I ask you a question?
Yes.
Concerning this. Do the issues you face now here on the Rossi seem trivial in comparison to this?
No, it's serious in its own way.
So it still bears weight on you?
I guess.
Interesting. You remind me more of a Halo everyday Rye.
Guess the eye was a good indicator then, huh?
Couldn't have come at a better time.
At most, with the situation currently, I just want to make sure Rem doesn't shoot anyone else because of an argument.
I hope not, as well.
He needs the help more than I do. I'm not saying that because I want to get out of it. I'm saying it because it's true.
It is true.
So, for solidarity and for everyone's minds, I will go to therapy and I will tell Joy every dirty little secret and every mean thing that was told to me behind my back in high school, or the way
you could talk about what actually bothers you. Terrible visions from an unknown land.
Right, and not sound insane?
I don't think you fully grasp the reality of what your situation will be, Rye. You're going to be sitting in front of a cognizant AI, things that people don't even think exists anymore.
Yes.
And you just got shot by a spectral gun. And he was there for all of it. I think you are able to go into a little bit of knowledge about shock space and not sound insane, in fact.
Well, let's see how it goes. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get prescribed anything to handle my visions. I think it's just going to be a conversation. I don't think I'm going to suddenly be reborn or anything like that.
Well, that's not what therapy is about.
I know. I know that's not what it's about, Donna. I'm just saying.
And I'm saying you shouldn't hold anything back. It's a useless practice if you're hiding what's actually ailing you.
I do understand how therapy works.
And yet, you go in there sounding like you're not going to participate in it, and you're doing it just to make everyone else appeased. He raises a brow.
I'm literally saying that I will be participating in it. I just don't think it's going to help.
That attitude is going to assure it won't. Open-minded and all that isn't what they say.
It is what they say. So we'll see how it goes.
He nods. Worst comes to worst, it gets rammed to therapy. And he can't wiggle out of it because you're doing it too.
Ah. So we see the immediate benefits of me playing along.
Long run, maybe you get something out of it too. If not just peer review on your current theories. I think Joy is a brilliant mind. Be good to bounce it off of.
It's just, I saw how he looked when everything went down. He's just as new at psionics as everyone else.
Yes. We
But
all are.
he will have an interesting perspective, perhaps.
He has many years of perspective. He's older than any of us.
See how it goes then.
He
It'll
nods.
be enlightening nonetheless.
Exactly. In the meantime, you had wanted to show me the rest of what you'd seen. When you want to do that, I can make time. I told you I would come back to it, and I still stand by that. If this knowledge you are pursuing would be aided by multiple eyes looking, I'm happy to help.
Thank you.
He nods. It's been playing on my mind a lot too, but I don't think it troubles me the way it troubles you.
Thank you.
He nods. Anything on your mind? What you wanted to say? Recall I'm terrible at this whole emotions thing.
You get a hug
Oh,
from across the desk.
right, the oil.
Hugs.
Hugs back. Rest in peace shirt.
Rest in peace shirt. It's all good. It's fine. It'll wash out. It's all fine.
It won't. Anything else? Because otherwise we can probably end it there.
There's something she's gonna say. I just need to
Okay.
word it
Percolate,
properly.
percolate.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine.
She says, she just whispers it because you're in the hug. She doesn't need to be full volume.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for always being someone I can count on, despite everything.
Oh. He's quiet for a bit, and then like he kind of had like I'm patting your back. I'm doing the I'm giving you a hug, but I didn't see this coming beforehand, right? He kind of pauses and then brings other arm around and gives a full, genuine hug. Just says, always. And should I fail to do so in the future, you let me know so I can fix it. All right.
I will.
Good. Good. Hug.
And now we get that there.
I hit the little, the little director thing, the little clack.
You know,
I hit the little clack clack.